I was at a place in my life where I had lost 40 pounds and basically gained it all back. And so I was pretty desperate to find a journey for myself that would enable me to do it the healthy way, to eat good foods, to learn about new foods, and just, you know, take that journey that way by eating healthy. So that's why I started. Our lives are so fast paced, and it was just, there's no options for, for healthy takeout. I just was just very unorganized, not knowing how to cook healthy meals, just all of the fast food takeout, just basically, was really a struggle in my life. There was a time in my life where, once again, I was super, super up in weight. So I decided to talk to my doctor about it. I figured I was going through a very healthy means to get to a healthy weight. And so my doctor has suggested the program at Delmore. So I fully trusted my doctor. I trusted the hospital. I thought, okay, well, they know my body. They're going to be able to keep track of me. She's going to be able to keep me accountable and watch me become a healthier person. So I reached out to their program. I made my first appointment. I spoke with the dietitian and the nurse, got all of my blood work done and everything, and they suggested a program that would allow me to eat pudding, what else was it, soup, and some bars and some shakes. And I thought to myself, okay, this is going to be fine. Like, I'm going to be eating pudding and shakes. Like, I love both of those. It will be fine. So the idea was to go in there and just start that program and do that every single day for 3 times a day. Well, I lasted about February, March, April, May, June, about 5 months on only eating pudding because I couldn't stomach anything else. And I got to the point where I was starting to gag on my meals, and it was making me feel sick to my stomach. It was bringing me to tears because I couldn't eat real food. I did lose the weight very quickly, but I didn't feel good in my own skin, and I didn't feel healthy. I felt icky inside and just unhappy because, like anybody else, I love food. Like, I love to cook. I love going out to eat and enjoying time with my friends, and I couldn't do any of those things. So I ended up losing that weight. Long story short, got very sick and ended up in the hospital. I think partly from it, my own beliefs, not medically speaking, but and then ended up gaining all of it back, but 7 pounds. So I was just definitely not happy with how the medical system treated health and people who were honestly looking to try to lose weight. So that's when I became desperate yet again and wanted to reach out to a friend that I had known that's extremely smart and talented and knew how to fix me. And so here I am. I think, like, when I decided to, move forward with Move Fully Nourished, I think I was worried in the beginning. And I think I would have to say not a lot of me was really worried because I had so much trust in Ashley from knowing you and all of the education that you had. But I think everything you move into, anytime you want to lose weight, it's considered a diet. So no matter what, it's just like this on-off switch that's either you're dieting or you're not. So I think I was nervous about that. I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to have, a sweet or a pastry every once in a while, and that I was going to be on this strict diet of only eating, chicken or fish, a vegetable, and some sort of starch. So I think that was my worry, and knowing in the past that I'd always failed at something like that, I was nervous that that wasn't going to be achievable for me. So upon talking to Ashley and moving forward with the program, there was so much that was unearthed. I remember saying to her, I can actually eat prosciutto. I can eat prosciutto, this salty, amazing meat that's so good that I love. There were so many foods that I was like, I can actually eat this. I can put this into my body, and it's okay, and it's healthy, and I can have a lot of it. I think that, continuing on through that journey, it was so nice to be able to put real food into my mouth and to be able to put together these healthy meals that I didn't even really know how to do in the first place. Not only that, she taught me to learn how to cook new meats, learn how to recook fish. I didn't really, some of these meats, I didn't even know how they were to be cooked or what, if they were good or not. And I got to, test out some new experiments in the kitchen and just have fun. And so the more we got rolling, I was like, this is actually a lifestyle. This is good food. And I'm losing weight like this. And I feel so good. My body is tighter, everything. It was just nothing but positivity in my life. So I remember my first breakthrough moment. What had to have been when I officially hit like around like the 30-pound mark. I never looked at my back in the mirror. Never. I never physically turned around, held up a mirror and looked at my back in the mirror, because whenever I did, it just pretty much brought me to tears. And one day I was like, okay, I need to like look at this shirt and see how it fits on my back. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my goodness, like I look really, really different. Like I am not afraid to walk away from people right now. Like I am okay to, walk in front of someone and not feel self-conscious. It was definitely just like a shift in my body. My waist went down, all my measurements kept going down and down and down. And my body just felt tighter. And I felt more confident in my life. I don't know. That was my breakthrough. I would have to say just the toning of my body and my back. That was my breakthrough. I knew this is working. So going back to the diet that I had before, just eating all the pudding, all I was doing was walking every day. And that wasn't fulfilling. That wasn't giving my muscles, the definition that it needed and, the toning of my body that it needed. So working with Ashley, the combination of eating healthy and doing strength training, which I never really did very often, mixing in with cardio and drinking all of the water that I had to every single day, I literally felt the fat just kind of melt off my body and everything became so much more tone and I felt lighter. I didn't feel puffy. I just felt so much better in my life. And I will always, going forward for the rest of my life, it will always be water, 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 water. And any way throughout the day that I can move, whether it be strength training, whether it be, sweating or just getting a really, really good brisk walk in every single day. The first three things that come to my mind are PVCF, water, and how am I going to at least just move at some point today? So that's how I feel. So I remember when I first started this journey, the weight was coming off, but I kept looking in the mirror and thinking to myself, I just don't look different. I don't look different yet, and I remember talking with Ashley every week, and she got to put on her therapy hat along too with all the other hats that she wears. And I remember this one meeting that we had, she wanted to get me past that point. And what she had me do was go on the computer and just find a mantra that just worked for me. And so I did. I went online and I found this quote from this lady who had lost, I don't even remember, it was maybe over 100 pounds or something like that. And the effect of it was, I am beautiful. This takes time. Just look at yourself every day in the mirror and think to yourself, I am beautiful and I'm working hard for my own body. And I had that posted next to my mirror in my bathroom every single day. And I read it every single day, knowing that this was just going to be a process. You can't just lose, X amount of weight overnight. And so every day I got through that, and it made me feel so much better about myself and just the appreciation I had for myself and my body and what I was able to do every single day with it. So I think, that is a huge, huge, huge part of the journey, is just loving yourself and having the patience. Patience is the key word to getting to where you want. And it did. It got me exactly where I wanted to be, and I couldn't be happier. So when I was really overweight, I think along with that comes a certain form of sadness, of depression a little bit. And there was a time in my life where, I've got lots of friends, and there would be times where I just didn't want to go out with them because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed of myself because I didn't I didn't look the way I did, when I got married, or this just wasn't the body that I'm normally in or that I feel comfortable in. And so my social life definitely, it definitely changed. And I became more of an introvert, and I stayed in my house a lot more, just didn't go out, even with my kids' events, things that I really, really, was excited about and wanted to go to. I was nervous and I was embarrassed. And, because my coat wouldn't zip, it'd be too tight or, whatever, just wouldn't feel good in my own skin. Going through this program and being so healthy and just and exercising and just going through the motions of it, everything has changed. I now text my friends saying, okay, when are we going to get together? And this is true story. Like, I'm always okay. And now I'm hosting parties again. And I'm saying, okay, guys, like, let's have a girls' day. So it's just that I think that part, just I'm more present with my family. And when I was overweight, even just with my marriage, I was very up and down, up and down. Like, I was like happy one day and sad the next day. If I had seen a pound or two on the scale that was above what I was, it would set my entire day off kilter. I would just be in a bad mood, you know. So I think just learning and going through this process and becoming so much healthier, I am so much more present with my family. I'm in a good mood every single day. So and you can ask them. I wake up happy, like all the blinds are open in the morning. I come down and I'm going through the motions of the day and I'm happy, and I put makeup on. Like I get ready for the day now, whereas I didn't used to. So with this journey, comparing the two programs that I was on, the program that all I had to do was eat pudding and shakes and soup, and compared to this program where I could really eat whatever I wanted in a healthy way, I lost the same amount of weight in the exact same amount of time. And with the pudding diet, I felt depressed, sad, unhealthy, untoned. And with Move Fully Nourished, it, I think in 3 words, it saved my life. It made me feel happy and positive and good and social and just healthy and light, and my energy was through the roof. Just all in all, just a good mood. Say for anybody wanting to move forward with Move Fully Nourished, I highly recommend them. They will change your world. They will save your life. They will educate you, because I've never met someone who is more incredibly educated in the health field than Ashley. She has the patience of a saint. She wears about 100 different hats. Some of our meetings were just talking through, my weeks, and it wasn't always necessarily about, okay, you're going to eat this, and this week. You're going to exercise this week. It was, okay, how can we get you feeling more on top of the world? How can we get you more organized for your week? And then when you're ready, we'll jump into the next part of your journey. So I highly recommend them. They will save you.